Happy Monday, Boo Bears. What's going on with you? Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mario Ramon review. Before we get into our review today, and we're going to do Married to Medicine, all right? The sun is giving it to me. It's like every time I move, it's like giving it to me. But listen, before we do the review, I just want to say I appreciate a couple of people before we get into the actual review. I want to first start off by saying thank you, Mom, for watching and supporting my videos because I know my kind of comedy is not your cup of tea. So thank you for enduring my kind of comedy because my mom is real. She's like ride or die, okay? She's like, I don't want to see that shit. But thank you for watching anyway, and I love you, okay? But then she'd start watching it, and she'd be like, you know what? It is kind of funny, should. But thank you. Okay, so my ride or dies from like 400 years ago, Akesia. Thank you so much just for always your support and that you have always given me support. Like even when I lived in Atlanta, you were with that whole journey and everything, and we have still kept in touch for 400 years. And thank you for that. And also Taryn, you are ride or die. Thank you as well for your support because you always put me on your social media pages and different things like that. So you have done it for years, and thank you for that as well. I want to say thank you, Queen Nika. Thank you so much for your support because you always do your comments and then we are live together sometimes, you know. Zabrina Green, thank you, in Cleveland. Oh, my whole Cleveland family, thank you so much. Rebecca, thank you, Rebecca, my booze back in Cleveland. Holly Jones, I want to say thank you so much. Joey LaPaw, what up, Joey LaPaw? I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me all the time and all you guys' comments and everything. And where is, hold on. I want to say this right. Lemon Drop 4606. So Lemon Drop 4606. Thank you so much as well. Olivia, I want to say Maz Olivia. So I don't know if it's supposed to be a Ms., but it's a MZ. So Ms. Olivia. So thank you so much, Boo Bear. Pat Ross. Thank you, Pat Ross. I love your last name. Angie Love. Thank you, Boo Bear. And I love your last name. I love love. C Styles or Style C. Style C. Don't go messing up the names, Mario. All right, so Style C, thank you so much. Drinks and Nonsense. Thank you so much because you guys are always constantly commenting and everything. And I want to say, I don't know even what I wrote on here, but it has heart on it. And I want to say it's genuine heart. But I don't even know what I wrote here. This is horrible, and I do apologize. But if I didn't give you a shout out now, I will do it in another video. So let's get into it. Thank you so much, guys, for always hanging out with me, and then letting me know. I pray I didn't miss anyone because that would And then my new boo, she's always like, you're so funny. You just said it in the last video. And thank you, because you know what? It is kind of crazy when you're talking into a camera and you don't have anybody saying if it's going to be funny or not. So you just have to go for it, you know? So let's go forward with Married to Medicine. Let's get straight into it. We're not going to start out with the ladies today. We're going to start out with the men, the husbands of Married to Medicine. First of all, I just want to say, no Tito shade. I know everybody's expecting me to say something really crazy and everything. But no, these guys are just very dignified men. And I really like the example that Bravo, actually showing. With the guys and everything. And their dynamic. And the reason I say that is because the ladies are in a tornado fight. And the guys are sitting back there. They all back there chilling, drinking cognac and just talking. And until somebody comes, most likely LaToya, comes in there and like, I'm going to cuss your wife out. I'm going to cuss your wife out. I'm going to cuss your wife out. And so somebody got to calm her down. As the young Van Zant says, who's going to control her, beloved? Right. So sometimes I think Toya just needs some prayer oil That'll calm her down. It has to. The blood of the lamb, right? She be like, I want to da, and your wife better. Imagine all the people. Right, she'll start singing John Lennon songs, okay? So sometimes all you need is a little prayer oil on some of these people. You know, when I say these people, I mean the reality stars. You know, there's a couple of more reality artists who need some prayer oil on their heads. Okay. So the men, I like the dynamic where they show that they're kind of cool, you know, with each other. And then even when their wives break up with each other, the guys are like, they're going to be back together. They're going to be friends on Tuesday. You know, this is Saturday. I have to act like I hate you right now. But are we still on for spades on Tuesday? You know what I'm saying? Like they have to act like they hate the other family, but they really secretly are friends. Okay, let's move on to the ladies. I think Dr. Heavenly, and you know I love me some Dr. Heavenly, but she was totally being um, Shady LaBelle when she asked Amila to come to the party with Dr. Jackie. No, that was Shady LaBelle because she knows Amila is Toya's friend, if you will, and you know Toya is like, I don't fuck with you. She be talking to Dr. Heavily the way she be looking. That's how Toya be looking. Remember how Janet Jackson looking Poetic Justice when she was just disgusted by Tupac? He was saying something to her. She's like, and you had dookie braids in your hair too? Oh my God, you better give a look, honey. With dookie braids and some gum in your mouth, you better turn your neck so hard you better need an adjustment in the morning. Okay. And that's how Toya looks at Dr. Heavenly most of the time. And so she knows that that's kind of like her friend. This is the thing about friendship. People are people. You don't own people. So people can be people's friends. The T is there's a reaction to an action. Yes, you can be her friend, but that don't mean I have to fuck with either one of y'all. And you know Toya is that girl, honey. She'll be okay. That's cool. No, nope. I don't want to play tennis anymore with you. You play with Heavenly. Right. Heavenly, she just running through this motherfucker like a hurricane, honey. Hurricane Heavenly. I'm fucking up y'all friendships. Already they got Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone. Shit, Amila and Toya's next. Contessa, what's your friend in LA's number? Shit, we about to break all this friendship up. Listen, so I just thought that was Shady LaBelle. But that's Dr. Heavenly, so she could do what she wants because that's my girl. So listen, let's get over to Contessa. I love me some Contessa. You know, she's smart and strong, but she got fashion sense and she will read you. Oh my God, it's just all too much. It's the perfect gumbo. Like you don't need any hot sauce. You don't even need bread. It's just put it in a bowl. It's perfect. And I don't understand what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's at the table and she's just announcing that she has these issues with her spouse, her husband. And this is a metaphor, but basically she took her purse out and turned it upside down and shook it. Did you shake it all out, honey? We got it all. The penny, the lipstick, honey, the dental floss, the old Dentine gum you didn't have for 4 years in there. Y'all remember Dentine? They don't sell it anymore, but that's what you used to have to have. You chew that on the way to church, and then you can have a mint in church, but you couldn't chew gum in church, okay? You get everything slapped out of you, honey. Your soul, your eyeballs, hair that you haven't even grown yet will be on that pew. Chewing gum in church? Oh my God. And my grandmother played the organ. One look, honey, you would freeze into stone. Medusa thought she brought that to town. No, you didn't, Pumpkin Lamb. My grandmother owns the copyrights to that. She be sitting there playing that organ, and she hears a sound, and I'll be like, it wasn't me. She be playing that organ. You better sit down. Don't let those hands stop. And she's strong because she played the organ, so her hands were strong like that, and then she constantly was moving her feet and stuff. You do not want nothing from her. You don't want no smoke from her. organ playing grandma who will beat you down. And when she went in the kitchen, she went to go get one of them long spatulas and a wooden. It's a wonder, and I'm not traumatized right now when I go cooking. I'm just saying. Well, Latoya wanted to give Contessa advice with her husband because everybody said, "Well, is your husband cheating?" I don't know. That's what she said. Instead of, "No, I don't think. No, I don't think he's cheating. Nothing like that." She said this right here and right now. I was like, "Well, did she forget the cameras was here? I mean, did she even?" She's like, "Look, I'm being real. That's what I love. It's part of the gumbo, the realness. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty, the smarts, and the stern. She kind of like, kind of stern. She got the strengths of the woman. Um, it was kind of just, you know, sad for me because I like her and her husband. It was sad for me to see that she was possibly going through something. And I don't even want to know what it is because but I'm just saying it was kind of sad for me. It's kind of like you like Janet Jackson, and you about to see her perform at the Grammys, and you find out something really bad happened right before she performed at the Grammys. That makes, kind of makes you sad. And so it kind of made me sad for Contessa. And I pray that it's because, you know what I'm saying? It's been sad the last couple, she's been disappointed the last couple of seasons with the school. She had to come back, and now she's like, I don't know if he's cheating. Well, after I done came back and quit my school program, the answer is supposed to be like, hell no, he ain't cheating. The fuck? That's how I thought she should have said it. But that's my world. Don't get fucked up. Don't get fucked up. All right. Toya's husband, if you think Contessa opened her purse and shook everything out, Toya's husband took his wallet out the back of his pocket. He opened it up and he shook it. He shook his wallet. Shit was falling out from the 1800s out of that wallet. Shit we've been looking for years was out of there. What do you mean, Uncle Mario? Well, he said, I let Toya do things to me that I ain't never let nobody. He didn't say no other woman. He said I ain't let nobody do to me. Now, I ain't saying nothing like that, but I'm just saying. And so I was like, oh, okay. So did we forget the cameras were in the room again? Did we forget the cameras were in the room again? And then not only that, the other guys, some of the guys, I told you, Amila's husband he's a look convention. His zodiac sign is looks. He's like, I can't fucking believe I'm here. Are you fucking kidding? She really has me on this damn show. We're not doing it next year. That's how her husband be looking to me. And he'd be like, if you look when Toya's husband, when Dr. Eugene, forgive me, when Dr. Eugene said, I let Toya do things that I ain't never let nobody do to me before. Okay, like what? Now everybody, half of the room was curious and half wasn't. And Dr. Reverend Jamal Bryant was in the room. Now he was acting like he didn't want to know, but I'm pretty sure he was just a little curious. Just a little curious. He was like, no, I don't want to know, I don't know. Yeah, he was acting like the cameras are in the room. That's what I'm talking about. You got to act like the cameras are in the room. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, so anyway, it's just so good. Speaking of Pastor Jamal Bryant, Giselle was there at the dinner. So it was at Dr. Jackie's beautiful home. They showcased Dr. Jackie's home in this episode. and it's just beautiful. It looks like a museum, actually, but it's a good representation of the class that you see her in. Just like on this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Portia said, even though I don't have my crown on, you still see it. Even though Dr. Jackie doesn't have her good clothes on, you still see it when she has her robe on. So that's what I mean by her home is a great representation of who she is, who she exudes, you know. And so she's just, Dr. Jackie is a very classy lady. And you can tell that she will cut you, though, with a rusty knife. And she'll help you mend it, but she will cut you. Okay? And she act like the cameras are in the room when Dr. Heavenly was having her moment with Quad. Because this is the thing. I know this is a TV show, but we're still in my home for the first time, and I don't want that energy in here. I just burned sage. Now I gotta stink up my house again. Oh my God. And where the incense and the prayer books. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah. So in my opinion, I think it was Petty LaBelle again, Dr. Heavenly, coming at Quad. There was no reason to come for Quad because Quad didn't really, well, I shouldn't say that because she'll be like, wait, she ain't say that shit about you. What I'm saying is, there was no reason to come for Quad in Dr. Jackie's home at that time, like, because Quad had already apologized. And I think that Dr. Heavenly had it in her mind, I'm going to cuss this bitch out on sight. And she had to get it out. She had to get it out. She was like on sight. If on sight was a person, that was Dr. Heavenly last night talking to Quad. If Meet Me Outside at 3 was a person, that is, it was real good. Oh, let's get back to the ladies from the Housewives of Potomac that were on the show. So it looked like Robin got her hair braided in Atlanta, and it just looks like she got her hair braided in Atlanta. That's not a bad thing. I love her braids. They were beautiful. That's not a read. It just looks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know certain places have certain hairstyles. That's what I'm saying. So Sheree have them, Kenya have them, all the girls have them, Tanya have them, all the girls have them. Okay? Go and sit down on it. So, oh, Giselle is beautiful. So she is working it. So this is the thing. Last season, everybody had given it to Giselle about her fashions. And I just think that Andy was like, look, here's an advance. Get you a team. Here's a card. Here's some leads. Because Giselle has stepped it all the way up. She used to give us LaToya and Latavia, and now she's definitely given us Beyonce and Kelly. Love it. So, and I have to say it because I was pretty, kind of not so nice to Giselle, but I also stopped it and I backed up those videos. Like, I took them down because at the end of the day, we're doing reviews about shows and we're passionate about the shows because it's our Batman and Robin for 2021. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, remember when you used to watch Dynasty or, General Hospital or something like that. I'm just saying it could have been an Incredible Hulk or whatever. The Super Bowl. You talk about it the next day, and when you watch it, you're passionate about it. Like when guys watch the Super Bowl, they're like, "Yes, ooh, come on, rookie dog, man, you so dumb, man, damn, well, get off, sit on the butt." Yeah. So when you give your review and you're passionate about the shows you're watching, it's kind of like that. And sometimes we go in on these characters and their people. So that's why I wanted to become more cognizant and pull back on that kind of activity, because the girls are coming back June and I'm going to watch them and I'm going to do a review, but I want to be more cognizant in, the way I convey my reviews. Okay, so that's just me working on me. Okay, so that's just that. All right. I don't have really too much more to say about it. One last thing I would like to say is the major scene where Dr. Heavenly and her family were at the dinner table. She acted like she cooked that food. That was funny. But Dr. Damon told a story to his sons when he was stopped by the police, and then the different things that happened, and his sons got pretty sad. And what I was thinking, the reason why they got sad is, number one, that's my dad, but number two, when you live with someone, you get to see them at face value. And to me, it just appears that Dr. Damon is just an outright guy, just a good person, you know? And it's kind of like a favorite auntie that you love, or a favorite uncle that you love, or your parents that you love, and you see they're good people and they wouldn't hurt anybody. Even if somebody messed with them, they probably would, they protect their family, fuck you up for the family, but they wouldn't want to hurt anyone. And I think he's like that, Dr. Heavenly's husband. I think he's like that. And so I just think that's probably why they got sad, because they live with their dad and they see how good he is. And to think that, number one, his life could have been taken. And number two, that's my dad. Oh my God, how could someone even hurt him? So, and that's what we all go through. That's what's in everyone's mind, leaving the house and coming home. Even though you were in the house, somebody you love is outdoors and they got to make it home too. So it's a daily thought. All right, guys. Did we forget anything? Definitely tell me if we forgot anything, anything, anything. I don't know. I don't know. But listen, this isn't going to be a really long 30-minute review or anything. So I just want to say one last time, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I pray you've had a good Monday, and I'll see you next time on the Mario Ramon review. If you like the video, definitely like the video below, subscribe to the channel, and comment. And I'll see you next time. Peace. God bless.